Hey there, welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into a really hidden gem, what it means to be light bearers, or holy ones. You know, it's not about being perfect, right? It's about us, as believers, showing God's love and truth in a world that feels dark. We're called to be like mini beacons, sharing healing, compassion, and that amazing grace of God with everyone around us. It's truly a big deal. Key aspects of light bearers, holy ones. Light bearers are considered souls on a mission to bring peace, love, and healing to the earth on behalf of the heavenly realm. They are identified as believers who reflect the nature of Christ, functioning as a city on a hill to dispel darkness. Have you ever heard the word Illuminati, whispered in hushed tones, imagining a shadowy cabal controlling the world from behind the scenes? What if I told you that the real story is even more fascinating than the fiction? Let's travel back in time to Bavaria, which is now part of modern-day Germany, on May 1st, 1776. This is where a man named Adam Weishaupt, a law professor, founded a secret society called the Illuminati. The name itself means the Enlightened Ones, and their mission was anything but sinister. Weishaupt and his followers were children of the Enlightenment. They dreamed of a world free from superstition and the heavy hand of religious and state power in people's daily lives. Their goals were surprisingly progressive for the time. They championed education for all, promoted the radical idea of gender equality, and sought to create a society based on reason and critical thinking. They weren't trying to take over the world. They were trying to change it for the better, one enlightened mind at a time. They were rebels with a cause, fighting against an oppressive system. But as you can imagine, these ideas were incredibly threatening to the powers that be. The Bavarian ruler, Charles Theodore, with strong backing from the Catholic Church, saw the Illuminati as a direct threat to his authority. So, he outlawed them. By 1785, less than a decade after it began, the original Illuminati was officially disbanded, the members scattered, their mission seemingly cut short. And that should have been the end of the story. So how did a short-lived group of German intellectuals become the villains of countless modern conspiracy theories? Well, that's where things get interesting. Despite their brief existence, the name Illuminati lived on, becoming a catch-all term for any secret group believed to be pulling the strings of global events. Pop culture, from novels to movies, took this idea and ran with it, cementing the image of a powerful, all-seeing organization in our collective imagination. Let's talk about the symbols. You've probably seen the Eye of Providence, that famous all-seeing eye on top of a pyramid on the back of the US $1 bill. Conspiracy theories love to claim this is the ultimate proof of Illuminati control. The truth? This symbol was never used by the historical Illuminati. Its presence on the dollar bill is related to Masonic symbolism and represents divine guidance over the new nation, not a secret society's master plan. The link was made up much, much later. Now for a fun little puzzle. Have you ever seen the word Itanimali? Try spelling it backward. I-L-L-U-M-I-N-A-T-I. Spooky, right? If you type itanimali.com into your web browser, it often redirects to the website of the U.S. National Security Agency, the NSA. This has fueled endless speculation. Is it a secret message? A hidden admission of control? The reality is probably far less exciting. It's likely a prank or a clever bit of internet trolling by someone who bought the domain name. It's a fun party trick, but not evidence of a global conspiracy. So, the next time you hear about the Illuminati, remember the real story. It's not about shadowy figures and world domination, but about a group of Enlightenment thinkers who dared to dream of a more just and educated world. Their story is a powerful reminder of how history can be twisted and mythologized over time, turning progressive dreamers into the convenient boogeymen of the modern age. The fiction is entertaining, but the historical truth is a fascinating tale in its own right. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive into history and mystery. If you enjoyed untangling this story, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content that separates fact from fiction. See you next time. Have you ever wondered about the secret society that supposedly pulls the strings of our world? The Illuminati. You've probably seen the symbols, the all-seeing eye, the pyramid, and heard the whispers about celebrities and world leaders being secret members. But what if I told you the story is far stranger, funnier, and more complicated than you ever imagined? And what if I told you to spell Illuminati backwards? You get Itanimuli. Keep that in mind. It's going to be important later. Let's travel back in time. The year is 1776, May 1st, in Bavaria, which is part of modern-day Germany. A law professor named Adam Weishaupt decides he's had enough. He's tired of the overwhelming power of the state and the church, the superstition, and the lack of critical thinking. So, he creates a secret society called the Order of the Illuminati. The name means the Enlightened Ones. Their goals were actually pretty progressive for the time. They wanted to promote reason, education, and even gender equality. They were basically an Enlightenment-era book club with a secret handshake dedicated to fighting for intellectual freedom. But as you can imagine, challenging the authority of the Bavarian ruler and the powerful Catholic Church wasn't exactly a popular move. The group gained a few thousand members across Europe, including some influential nobles and intellectuals, but their fame was short-lived. By 1785, just 9 years after they started, the Bavarian government officially banned all secret societies, including the Illuminati. Weishaupt fled, and the group dissolved. And according to virtually all mainstream historians, that's where the story of the actual, historical Illuminati ends. They were a small, radical group that flickered out almost as quickly as they appeared. So if they disbanded in 1785, why are we still talking about them today? How did a defunct German society become the ultimate villain in a global conspiracy theory? This is where things get really interesting and enter the realm of pop culture, satire, and misinformation. For almost 200 years, the Illuminati were mostly a historical footnote. But then, the 1960s happened. It was a time of counterculture, paranoia, and questioning everything. Two writers, Robert Anton Wilson and Kerry Thornley, were part of a satirical movement called Discordianism, which basically worshipped chaos and pranks. They decided to have a little fun with the growing atmosphere of suspicion. They started writing fake letters to magazines, most famously Playboy, blaming all sorts of random world events on a secret, all-powerful Illuminati. A political scandal? The Illuminati did it. A stock market crash? Obviously the Illuminati. Their goal was to make people question what they read and show how easily conspiracy theories could take root. They were essentially trolling society before the internet even existed. Their prank snowballed. Wilson and another writer went on to publish the Illuminatus trilogy, a series of satirical science fiction novels that blended their prank with real history, fiction, and wild conspiracy theories. The books became a cult classic. The problem was, many people didn't get the joke. They read these satirical works and believed they were uncovering a genuine, hidden truth. The fictional, all-powerful Illuminati, created as a joke, started to seem very real to a lot of people. From there, the idea exploded into the mainstream. The modern concept of the Illuminati is a cocktail mixed from these satirical origins, historical anxieties about secret societies, and a good dose of creative imagination. This new fictional Illuminati was the perfect villain for our modern age. They were said to be behind every major war, economic collapse, and political assassination. Their goal? To establish a new world order, a single totalitarian world government that would control every aspect of our lives. Suddenly, people started seeing signs of the Illuminati everywhere, especially in pop culture. The most famous symbol associated with them is the Eye of Providence, the eye inside a triangle. You've definitely seen it on the back of the US $1 bill. But here's the thing. That symbol was never used by the historical Bavarian Illuminati. It's a much older symbol representing God's omniscience and was chosen for the Great Seal of the United States long before the Illuminati became a household name in conspiracy circles. The pyramid itself is another symbol often linked to them, but its use in architecture and symbolism predates the Illuminati by thousands of years. Despite the lack of any real historical connection, these symbols became conspiracy theory staples. Believers began scrutinizing music videos, movie posters, and even corporate logos for hidden triangles, eyes, and other supposed occult signs. Any celebrity who made a triangle shape with their hands was immediately accused of being part of the cabal. This modern mythology suggests that the entertainment industry is a primary tool for the Illuminati to brainwash the masses through subliminal messaging. It's a classic case of confirmation bias. If you're looking for triangles, you're going to find triangles everywhere. Now, let's get back to that word from the beginning, itanimulli. If you go online, you might stumble upon a website, itanimulli.com. Type that into your browser, and where does it take you? The website of the National Security Agency, the NSA. For a conspiracy theorist, this is the ultimate smoking gun. The Illuminati, spelled backwards, leads directly to a powerful US intelligence agency. It's proof that they're hiding in plain sight, mocking us. But let's apply a little bit of that critical thinking the original Illuminati were so fond of. Anyone can buy a domain name and redirect it to any website they want. It's a simple, cheap process. In all likelihood, someone who was a fan of the conspiracy theories, or maybe just someone with a good sense of humor, bought the itanimulli.com domain and set it to forward to the NSA's homepage as a prank. It's a digital version of the exact same kind of joke Robert Anton Wilson was pulling in the 1960s. It's not evidence of a global conspiracy. It's evidence that people enjoy a good inside joke. So, what is the Illuminati today? It's not an active secret society. It's a powerful idea, a modern myth. It represents our deepest fears about hidden powers and a loss of control. The theory persists because it offers a simple explanation for a complex world. It's much easier to believe that a handful of villains are responsible for all the world's problems than to confront the messy, complicated reality of global politics, economics, and human nature. The story of the Illuminati isn't really about a secret group of elites. It's about us. It's about our need for stories, our fascination with secrets, and our struggle to make sense of a world that often feels chaotic and out of our hands. The real Bavarian Illuminati may be long gone, but their name lives on as the star of the biggest, most enduring conspiracy theory of our time. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into history and mystery, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more. Let me know in the comments what other myths or conspiracies you'd like me to explore. See you next time. Have you ever typed itanimulli into your browser? If you have, you might have been shocked to see it redirect you straight to the homepage of the National Security Agency, or the NSA. So what's the deal? Is this proof of a secret cabal controlling the world, with itanimulli being their hidden codename? I mean, it's just Illuminati spelled backward. It seems a little too on the nose, right? The internet has been buzzing about this for years, with theories flying left and right. Many people see this as the ultimate smoking gun, undeniable proof that the Illuminati and the US government are one and the same. They believe this digital breadcrumb was left, either intentionally or accidentally, for the truly awake to find, connecting the dots between a shadowy global elite and a powerful intelligence agency. The NSA, for those who don't know, is the US government agency in charge of collecting signals intelligence and ensuring cybersecurity. The idea that they would be linked even through a simple web redirect to the most famous secret society in history, is, let's be honest, incredibly compelling. It paints a picture straight out of a Hollywood blockbuster, a secret group, pulling the strings of global events, communicating through cryptic backward spellings, with their digital headquarters pointing to a real-life spy agency. This narrative has fueled countless online discussions, videos, and late-night rabbit-hole adventures. The term Illuminati itself has become a catch-all in pop culture for any powerful, secretive group, real or imagined. So when Itanimulli leads you to the NSA, it feels like all those wild conspiracy theories might actually be true. But is that what's really happening here? Before we all grab our tinfoil hats, let's peel back the layers of this digital mystery. The truth is often stranger, or in this case, a lot simpler and more mundane than the fiction. The Itanimulli.com redirect isn't some grand conspiracy or a secret government project. It's actually a prank. A very clever and long-running prank, but a prank nonetheless. The story goes that back in 2009, a man named John Fenley from Utah bought the domain. Seeing the rising tide of Illuminati conspiracy theories online, he thought it would be funny to set up the domain to redirect to the NSA's website. His goal wasn't to confirm the conspiracy, but to playfully fan the flames and watch the chaos unfold. He wanted to create a perfect piece of bait for conspiracy theorists, and it worked better than he probably ever imagined. So the whole thing is basically a joke. Someone saw an opportunity to troll the internet on a massive scale, and they took it. It's a testament to how easily a simple, clever idea can spiral into a global urban legend in the age of the internet. The term Itanimulli has since appeared in music and online games, almost always as a nod to this original prank and the conspiracy theories it spawned. It's a classic case of Poe's law, where it's hard to tell the difference between satire and genuine belief. So, what's the big takeaway here? While the idea of a secret society using backward spelling to hide in plain sight is fascinating, the Itanimulli story is a powerful reminder to always be critical of what we find online. It shows how a single person's joke can be misinterpreted as hard evidence and fuel a narrative for over a decade. It's not about secret societies or government plots. It's about a guy in Utah with a great sense of humor and a deep understanding of internet culture. So, the next time you stumble upon a mind-blowing digital conspiracy, take a moment to ask, is this a genuine discovery? Or am I just part of someone else's brilliant prank? Thanks so much for watching and diving into this mystery with me. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next investigation. See you in the next one. Remember, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and share it.